Good morning, student. Today we are going to see the important topic of class 1, collecting data. In this we will see that how data can be collected. That we will see the two main point of the collecting data, that is primary data and secondary data. For the easiness of the topic, I had prepared one PPT that can be make you very comfortable to go through the chapters, and whilst watching the PPT you can also prepare the notes, or you can even make me call. Now the very first we will see what points we have to be covered in this topic. So we will see from first the key terms, then sources of data, survey, census or complete enumeration, sample survey, questionnaire, types of questions, open-ended versus close-ended, mode of data collections, pilot survey, methods of sampling, important agencies. So here's the key. Now the key terms, variables, value which change, such as productions of food grain per annum, temperatures of a city, they are represented by the letter X, Y or Z. Next, observations, the value of an variables, data, observations corresponding to different variables. Statistical investigation, it means search for information conducted by using statistical methods. Next is investigators, the person who conducts statistical investigation. Enumerators, a person who help investigator in the collections of data. Respondent, the persons from whom statistical information is collected. Statistical unit, the items on which measurements are taken. Example, weight in kgs. Populations of the universe, it means totality of the items under study. Sample, it refers to a group of sections of the population from which information is collected. Now, sources of data. Primary data. When the enumerator collects the data by conducting an inquiry or an investigation, they are based on first-hand information. For example, you will have to inquire about a large numbers of school students by asking questions from them to collect the desired information. Second, secondary data. When the data have been collected and processed by some other agencies, it is based on second-hand information. For example, information obtained from public sources such as government reports and newspaper. Survey. Survey is a methods of gathering information from individual. The survey are done to describe some characteristic like price, quality, usefulness and popularity. The purpose is to collect data. On the basis of area covered, there are two methods of survey, census survey and sample survey. Here you can see the picture. The census means the complete and sample is the part of that census. Now census or complete enumeration, a survey which includes every elements of the population. It covers every individual unit in the entire population. The example includes census of data which is carried out every 10 years. This survey are carried for demographic data on birth, death and literacy. Now advantages and disadvantages. The results are absolutely correct, accurate and reliable. Second, less chances of biasness. Third, data related to each element is collected. Now disadvantages, a lot of time, energy and money is required to collect data suitable for certain specific cases. Large number of enumerators are required for collecting data. Now sample survey. In this sample, a sample from the population is surveyed. The first step is selecting a sample to identify the population. Then select representative sample as it is difficult to study entire population. Example, population research. Now again, advantages and disadvantages. Economically, as only some units are studied. Disadvantage, partial investigations of the universe. Now, not time consuming, not easy to select a sample which represent whole population. Less efforts are required as small portion is studied. It is complicated process and difficult. So these are two advantages and disadvantages. Now, questionnaire. The most common type of instrument used in survey for collecting primary data is questionnaire. While preparing the same, following points are kept in mind. It should not be too long. The series of questions should move from general to specific. The question should be precise and clear. The question should not be ambiguous. The question should not use double negatives. The question should not be a leading questions. The question should not indicate alternative to the answer. Now, types of questions in questionnaire: close-ended or structured question. It could be a two-way questions or a simple choice questions. When there are only two possible answers, it is called a two-way question. When there is a possibility of more than two answers, it is called multiple choice questions. Now, open-ended or unstructured question. It could be descriptive type. So here we can see some examples. Now, mode of data collection: personal interview. In this method, the investigator conduct interview with the respondent and obtain required information. Now, two types of interviews are direct personal interview. Investigator conduct face-to-face interview with respondent. In direct personal interview, data is collected by interviewing third person who are directly or indirectly concerned with the subject matter of inquiry. They are witness to the situation. Now, personal interview. Now here, advantage and disadvantages: high degree of originality, disadvantage, costly and time consuming. Information is reliable. Disadvantage, cannot be used where area of study is large. Easy to administer, highly prone to personal biasness. Elastic methods as necessary adjustment in the set of questions can be made. It required that the investigator is skilled and trained. Now, mode of data collection: telephonic interview. In this method, the investigator asks questions over the telephone. Again, advantage and disadvantage: cheaper and takes shorter time. Exclude the population who are not having telephone connection. This allows researcher to assist respondent by clarifying questions. Personal bias is the main demerits of these methods. Helpful where respondents are reluctant to answer questions in personal interview. Now, pilot survey or pre-testing. It is a trial survey which helps to test the effectiveness of the questionnaire on a small group. Importance: it helps in pre-testing of the questionnaire so as to know the shortcoming and drawbacks of the question. It also helps in assessing the suitability of questions, clarity of instruction, performance of enumerators, and cost and time involved. Now, methods of sampling. Sampling methods where samples are selected at random. In this method, every individual unit has an equal chance of being selected. Method under random sampling. Lottery method. In these methods, all the items in the population are assigned a distinct number and these are written on identical piece of paper and put in a bowl. Samples are selected on random. Table of random numbers. In this, random numbers are arranged in rows and columns which are selected on population size. Next is exit poll. It is used to predict election result. In these techniques, a random sample of voters who exit from the polling booths are asked who they voted for. Now, important agencies of the data. Census of data. It provides the most important and complete demographic record of population. These are conducted every 10 years. The census official collect information of various aspects of population such as sex ratio, literacy, migrations, which are used to interpret and analyze to understand many economic and social issues in India, and accordingly plan and policies are formulated. Now next stage and last, National Sample Survey Organization. It was established in 1950 under the Ministry of Finance to conduct survey and collected data on estimate of literacy, school enrollment, maternity, PDS, and so on to publish surveys through report. NSSO conduct continuous survey on various problem in successive round. So here class, we are finished this topic in the national sample survey. I hope you can the topics are clear. If any doubt, you can contact in my personal numbers. Thank you.